What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trippy back with another Naruto video. In this one I want to talk about the Sasuke versus Killer Bee fight in a similar way that I did with the Sasuke versus Deidara fight, except this time I won't be fully focused on the plot armor argument and more Sasuke's mentality and his overall mindset in this fight and even later during the 5 Kage summit. I still don't think you can use the plot armor argument here very effectively, but this one has more grounds to an argument for plot armor, unlike Sasuke versus Deidara. And we'll be talking about that during this discussion as well. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So when Sasuke fights Killer Bee, he is definitely outclassed. It's nothing like his previous fight with Deidara where he had the advantage the whole time. Bee is just blatantly stronger than Sasuke and possibly the whole of Team Taka. In fact, I think the main plot armor argument for this fight is that Bee was pretty much unarguably stronger than Taka, but he fought like an idiot and didn't take them seriously enough. So as a team, they stayed in long enough for Sasuke to unlock his Amaterasu and just bail them out of it in the end. I do think the argument that Sasuke's team helping him is quote-unquote plot armor is so stupid. Like, it's not plot armor when the team that you made and assembled to help you ends up helping you. That's just not plot armor. Like I said previously, the argument for plot armor in this fight should focus on Bee and how Bee didn't fight as optimal as he could have. That's where this plot armor argument has its teeth, in my opinion. But if you think this is the case, then you're pretty much removing Bee's character. No one in the series fights as optimal as they should because they are obviously characters meant to be as human as possible despite all of the powers and whatnot. If they used all of their abilities to their full potential and fought perfectly, then they wouldn't seem real and the character wouldn't be the character that we know them as in the series. I want to also add that Sasuke was nerfed in this fight. Jugo states that pretty clearly. Not that it matters or changes the outcome too much because Bee is still stronger than CM2 Sasuke, but Sasuke doesn't actually surpass himself from when he fought Itachi until he fights Raikage A in the 5 Kage summit, when Karin says that his chakra is darker and denser than when he was in CM2. However, this fight is really important narratively. Sasuke only survives because his bond with Team Taka, but this bond is also why they end up failing in this fight. If this fight goes exactly the same as it did, except Sasuke lets Karin die, then Team Taka should win here, because Bee escaped by getting Sasuke to cut off his tentacle. If Sasuke doesn't cut off his tentacle to save Karin, then they win. Thus, Sasuke's bond caused him to fail from his perspective, even though the Taka member saved him like twice before that in the fight, but it does reinforce his belief from a narrative perspective for us as readers. It's actually a really crucial moment and adds a lot more to the story than just Bee beating up Sasuke. It was Sasuke's decision to save Karin that caused Bee to get away. He was covered in Amaterasu with no way to escape and he forced Sasuke into saving Karin. But if he didn't and Sasuke just lets her die, then they win, at least in terms of completing the mission. Because Bee would not have been able to fool Sasuke's Sharingan without distracting him, and Bee used up most of his chakra to do so. So if that didn't work, then Bee was just a sitting duck. And because Sasuke views this encounter as his bonds ultimately leading him to failure, during the 5 Kage summit he throws away all of his teammates systematically in order to get what he wants. All 3 teammates get cast aside so that he can go on to kill Danzo, with Sasuke quote-unquote killing Karin to win rather than saving her and losing. And guess what? He wins. He completes his objective and he kills Danzo. So his belief that a path of revenge with no bonds to hold him back that he currently holds and is trying desperately to confirm to himself gets reinforced by these results. I believe this was very intentional by Kishimoto. It was reinforcing the toxic and dark path that Sasuke was on, putting him further away from Team 7, a Team 7 that Sasuke was remembering when he saved Karin. The Bee fight brought him closer to Team 7 than he had been in a long time, at least from a mental standpoint. The 5 Kage summit was Sasuke doing everything he could to reject that mentality, and I think people miss that fact when reading or watching this fight. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then you can show me by hitting that like button. If you didn't, then let me know why in the comments. If you want more content like this, then go check out some other videos on the channel and consider subscribing. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers and that's just absolutely insane. I know I do this a lot, but I want to thank you guys because that's a huge milestone and I just want you to know that every single person that hit that subscribe button is appreciated and I'm so thankful every day. Because to be honest, I didn't think that we would get this far. At least not at the speed that we did, so yeah, I just want to say thanks. Also want to give a shout out to Grant Will for this research and providing some of the manga scans used in this video. He's one of the coolest people that I've got to talk to about Naruto stuff and I want him to get his recognition. If you're interested in seeing the conversations we have that get turned into these videos, then join the Discord. Like my boy Udi said, It's pretty much a free Patreon, and you get to see most of the video ideas before they're even on YouTube. So yeah, join the Discord. Link will be in the description, and with that, Trippy out. I love y'all. Peace.